Okay. So passing through another rock cut here. Again, we will tomorrow record this in the shade, hopefully, in the cloud. Here we go through the next rock cut. This one isn't particularly long or particularly high. You can see mostly here on the west side. Again, we are traveling north here with the grade. Again, you can see that very layered appearance of the rock. The sun's trying to poke out here and there. Look at here, look at how the pieces are just all broken up, all shale-like. Here you can see we've had some big blowdown. All right, so this is the end of the cut. So we'll continue on with the, hang on a second here. Look at this. We got rail holder. You can tell this is concrete. So there's a rail holder. I have to mark this on the GPS when I come by. Where's the sister to it? Well, this is all stacked up here. I don't know if this is the sister or if this was to support the rail holder. But that's all. It's all a ledge here. Maybe this was to support the grade to keep it from slipping down. Or to support the rail holder. There's the rail holder right there. There it is right there. See, it's all coming apart. Okay, so neat little find here. Totally missed this yesterday. All right, so let's continue on with the bike journey. All right, so some more views of the English River here. Keep trucking along. You're going to see some more telegraph poles here. Oh, there's the swans. I wonder if we're going to be able to see them. They're right over there. Are they swans? I don't know. Do we have swans in this area? Another telegraph pole. So you can see the swans right in through there. I'll see if I can zoom in here. Probably can't see very well here on the phone, but you see these white blobs way over there. Kind of chilling out. Maybe up ahead we'll be able to see a little bit better. Every time I stop, the dog gets antsy. Just relax, lady. Sheesh. Telegraph pole down there. Again, we got another one with signage coming up here somewhere. So this rock cut, we'll film this again tomorrow. Next rock cut in line here. This one isn't particularly high. Maybe 4 feet or so. Maybe a little bit taller here on the east side. Sun tries to poke out here and there. So you can see it continues on here. Oh, look at that. So we have a marker. Look at that. See, sometimes Yesterday was sunny and it was hard to see with the sun. So we have the 90 car marker. Let's take a picture and let's zoom in for you. So again, the whole purpose of these was in the days before radios. They would put these every 10 car lengths on the telegraph poles, and that would give the train crews an idea of how far they were out of the siding. And so 10, 20, 30, 40. And then that way they knew when they, depending on how many cars they had in the train, they knew when they had cleared the siding. You can see the telegraph poles in pretty rough shape. The two cross arms have been pretty mangled. Is this another? This looks like another rail holder here. That looks like a chunk of, whoa, big hole. That looks like a chunk of cement, or it's some sort of conglomerate rock. Oh my God. I promised myself I wouldn't kill myself today. I almost killed myself yesterday at Tannen. Okay, so that's a neat find. So you can see the rock cut continues here. I wonder if it's raining over there. It looks darker over there. You see there's a little rock work that continues here. All right, so this is the end of the rock cut. So another nice little find while we were kind of carefully working our way through. So we'll continue with the bike portion here. Let's pause here for a second. Where's that pole? Give me an idea how much further I gotta go. Okay, just up ahead. Going through another little cut here. Again, very, very well traveled road. Actually got passed by several people this morning. It is hunting season. If I understand correctly, big game doesn't open until next week, which is weird because usually it's Thanksgiving weekend. So I'm not sure why it's pushed back a week. Okay, where's the pole? There's the pole. Okay, so this one is much harder to read. I make out 110 cars. Let's give you the zoomed in view here. With the sun kind of on it, you kind of see the raised lettering, and I'm pretty sure I can see 110 on there. So again, moving further and further out of the siding, again, used to indicate car lengths before they had radios. So let's pause here for a moment. Here we go again. Grade's nice and illuminated. You can see very well. I'm gonna have to stop and do a battery change shortly. See how far we can push ourselves here before we have to do that. Again, just a beautiful area, a beautiful day. Again, would have been better with some cloud, but unfortunately, one of my talents is not being able to conjure up the weather I would like. We are very fortunate that it's not raining or snowing, which has been known to happen. It's been very, very dry. You'll see that with the as we pass the English River. Lots of dry areas along the banks. Very little rain in September, which was basically a carbon copy of last year. So we're coming up to, I think this is a pretty lengthy cut. We'll see. We'll either roll with this or maybe we'll see if we can record it tomorrow. So lots of down telegraph poles here. So you can see it's mostly on the east side, the river side, probably some sort of till deposit. So here you can see yet another telegraph pole. So the cut continues here, and then it picks up again on the west side. I keep getting my direction screwed up. We are going north. We are at 353 degrees. Another piece of telegraph pole down there. Another one here. Maybe we'll pass through this cut here and then we'll stop and do the battery change. Again, quite high on the sides at times. Here you got to be 20 feet at least. All right, we're going to get back into the sun before we get back into another cut. There's the river. So let's pause here and do our battery change, and then we'll resume our journey.